Good evening and welcome to the Star Chamber Show live podcast. It is a great Wednesday evening here in Lexington, Kentucky for episode number 499. Yes, one away from the 500 milestone. And a quick shout out to the band Far Cry. We definitely appreciate that opening song that we have, and we've never stopped loving that song, Balance, off their album Balance, song Balance off the album Balance, that they let us use as in our opener for quite a while now. We love it. So it is like I said, a great Wednesday evening. Thankfully, we finally are getting freed from all this ice and snow and all the other good stuff that's been plaguing us the last few weeks. And so yeah, we can actually get around and drive a little easier now here. And I am ready to go for a great show tonight. It is going to be we have a fantastic guest who is making their Star Chamber show debut. And joining me in the co-hosting chair tonight is the vivacious, the loquacious, and the audacious Holly Phillippe. And Holly is currently getting set up and will be joining me a little in progress. Chat room is open. And so, yeah, come on in. Yeah, I see a lot of new folks coming into the chat room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yes, it's going to be really a great show. So, but I do have, as course, as the Star Chamber show is the official podcast of the Imaginarium Convention. We do like to keep you up to date on all the latest editions because there are new editions every week. Because we're building Imaginarium all the time, around the clock, year round, year in, year out. And so we do have some updates to pass along to you, some of the latest. And so since last week, I'm not sure if I had announced them, but there were a couple of workshops added either just right after the show last week. I'm not sure if I got to announce them on the show. So I'm just going to make sure I do pass those along because there's some great ones. One is called Beyond the Veil, a mediumship gallery by presenter Christopher J. Brown. Yeah, he is a psychic medium, and he is actually going to be doing a gallery presentation in our Turfway Ballroom on the Friday evening of Imaginarium, kind of demonstrating all that fun stuff, and you get to come and check it
Yes.
out live. And there's Holly. There she is. Joining me in
Holly is here.
progress.
I tell you, Holly's been busy, but yeah, are you
Yeah.
talking about Christopher?
Yes, Christopher J. Brown. Yes.
Yeah,
On
I'm
the
going to get him on the show
Yeah, we'll
prior
get him
to,
as a guest. Yeah.
yeah, so he could tell us more about it and let you all know. But it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait. Some of you know I am clairvoyant. Um, my mediumship, though, I can't just turn on and off. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see how mine flares up while he's doing his and we're in that moment, so that's going to be interesting. So I'm going to be there for another reason.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. And I can say that,
Yes.
yeah, in the 10 years that I have been together with Holly, there have been a lot of wild stories I can share that come from the end of things. So yes, this is something that's I think a very, very intriguing field, and certainly yeah, be interesting to see any of you that are interested in the writing paranormal fiction and paranormal screenplays and things like that. I think this will be a bonanza for all of you. And then
Oh,
we also have
definitely.
build out your book, make your promotion uniquely yours from presenter Ren Million. And this is about inventing new creative ways to market your book using alternative approaches to social involvement. And is about creating and conceptualizing unique promotional materials that your readers will love. And yeah, it's
And
going to be
it is highly attended every year. She
yeah.
changes things up. She stays current. It's not like she does the same workshop over and over. She adjusts it and stays, current with the trends and what's going on now.
Mhm.
So she always, makes those changes. So every year it's different, but the same concept.
Right.
And Ren knows her stuff.
Right. Yeah, she is an
Yeah, she
amazing
really
and
does.
out of the box kind of thinker. And so, yeah, you can
Yeah.
definitely get some great ideas no matter what creative field you're involved in for promotions and stuff like that. And then we also want to give a big thank you to Heather M. Floyd. She's an author, She's also a phenomenal artist, and she has been on the Star Chamber show. Definitely encourage you to check that episode out. It was back in the fall, and it's in our archive. But she came aboard as an Imaginarium 2026 individual patron, and these do help us, folks, a lot. Because we have been rolling, we've been adding so many. We have our best headliners ever, and we have opportunities to bring some new major
Yes,
guests in
every
all
little
the
bit
time.
helps.
Every little bit helps. And so, yeah, big thank you to Heather M. Floyd for becoming our latest Imaginarium 2026
And
patron.
and she's my cousin, and
Yes,
this will
Chelsea,
be her first
it
Imaginarium.
will be. It will
So
be. Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, she is an amazing talent, though. I mean, wait till you get to see her art in person, and her first book is just phenomenal. And yeah, check
She
that
is
episode if you get a
phenomenal.
chance.
She's legally
Yeah.
blind,
Hmm.
and she's an artist and an author. So it's
Yeah.
quite impressive.
It is. I mean, yeah, and just such a great person. Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
When you
she
meet
is.
her, you're gonna love her.
Very
And
sweet.
then we had two new panelists announced this week, and they are both returning panelists who people love at Imaginarium. One is author, filmmaker, screenwriter, poet, and actor Sheridan C. Hall. And yeah, he is a very multifaceted creative talent, great guy, and he also is a big advocate for creatives on the area of mental health. So yeah, he loves to talk about that topic, and yeah, he's going to be coming back as a panelist, and then also filmmaker, actor, and musician Les Murphy, Big Les, coming back as an official panelist. He has been in a slew of projects as an actor in the past couple years. And if you read his bio on our site, you get to check some of those films out that he is on. But he's also a very talented musician as well, and has also been doing some producing and directing. But yeah, Les is a great guy. Yeah, Holly and I both love him a lot, and very excited he'll be
And less
coming
is
back.
more, right? That's
Yes,
what you
less is
always
more.
say.
Less is more. I have fun with that. A lot of fun.
Less is more.
And yeah, I think that is just about it as far as the Imaginarium announcements.
Yep.
But I do want to extend in advance, folks, a warm happy birthday to Holly, because this Friday is
Aha!
Holly's birthday, and also
Yes,
happens to
Friday the
be
13th.
yeah,
I get a birthday finally. I get
right.
screwed every 7 years leap year crap and it excused my birthday, but I finally get a Friday the 13th again. I
You do.
turned 13 on Friday the 13th. But go ahead and tell them about this weekend, Stephen.
Aha, yes, because it's our 10th anniversary, and so,
Haha.
yes, we've always gone to the same table in the same place every year since our very first date, and that was Joseph Beth Booksellers Bistro. So, yes, we started dating in a bookstore, and every year since that first date, we have gone back to the same table at that
Yes.
bookstore for the celebration. So, yeah, this is going to be the 11th trip back,
Fun.
10th anniversary. So yes, it'll be great. I love it, and of course, I get Valentine's Day. I have to shoulder too, so I have to shoulder birthday, Valentine's, and the anniversary all in 2 days. But
Oh, but you just wait. I haven't told Steven what his gift is yet, and it's killing me because everybody in the house knows, grandkids know, everybody knows, and I'm not telling him. I'm not going to tell him till Joseph Beth, till we go there and have
uh,
our anniversary dinner and my
yeah,
birthday dinner. I'm not going to tell him. But next week he's going to be able to tell you guys. So
yeah.
you're on the edge of your seat. I know it is big,
Well, well, speaking of big
exciting.
announcements, next week is our 500th
Yes.
episode, and it just worked out this way. I mean, it wasn't planned this way,
No.
but we will be announcing the Imagine Award finalists for 2026 on the next show. So yes, it's going to be a big
Yes.
show, 500th show, and we'll be announcing the finalists for this year's Imagine Award categories. So get ready for that, folks. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So yeah, keep an eye out for that as well. So yeah, coming down the pike. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to announce. We're going to go ahead and announce. Well, no, I don't think we have anything more to announce. I think we covered it
No.
all, Holly. You think
Yeah,
we're
we
good?
did. We're good.
All right. All right, yeah, just checking. See, our guest will be coming aboard here
We
just
got all
in.
kinds of new people in there. Thank
We do,
you.
we do. Thank you
Please,
for
please
tuning in.
follow and
Yep.
like and
Yeah.
yeah, listen to some shows, past shows that we've had. We are available on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Amazon, and everywhere great podcasts are played.
Yes. Yes. Live show on the Wednesday night, and on Thursday gets distributed to all the other platforms, whichever you prefer. And so, yeah, I'll go ahead because we got just a couple of minutes remaining before we go to tonight's guest segment, and it's going to be a great one, folks. But yes, we got Sandy Lender, the genre blender. We have Ren Garcia bringing you tonight's show, and then we do want to give some recognition to the upcoming Pen Crafters Mentorship Program from Lynn Tincher and the fine folks from the Ground Up Books. So here's a little bit from Lynn first, and then we'll go over to Sandy and Ren.
Writers, this is your sign. Pen Crafters is a 7-week mentorship program from the Ground Up Books that connects you directly with published authors and industry professionals who help you strengthen your writing, finish your book, and move toward publication with confidence. Seats are extremely limited and enrollment is open now. Do not wait for someday. Go to FromTheGroundUpBooks.com, search for Pen Crafters, and apply today. Your story is ready. Let's get it written.
And thank you to Lynn for that, because I wanted people to definitely make sure they check that out. And if you can participate, it's going to be one heck of a good program. I'm looking forward to being one of the 7 mentors on it. But now we're going to go over to Sandy Lender for a word from her.
Did you know that fantasy author Sandy Lender offers more than epic fantasy novels for your escapist tendencies? Oh, my friends, Sandy's imagination can take you to all kinds of crazy or satirically vampiric or horrifying places. She even has soothing poetry to ease you through periods of grief. Visit AuthorSandyLender.com to choose the exact adventure you need today.
And thank you very much, Sandy. She is awesome. And yes, she was traveling. It didn't work out. We wanted to go see her in Louisville last week, but of
I know
course, I was in
she's
the
so
midst of
close.
the ice mess and
Uh,
could not literally get out of Lexington safely. So it was just not
we
not
barely got
not
out
good.
to go to Indiana over the weekend.
Barely got out for that. So, but yeah, Sandy, thank you very much. You are the best. And then now recognize the man himself, Ren Garcia, League of Elders series, and the famous question at the end.
The League of Elder dares to be unusual. It's easy to be swept away in this bold and uninhibited landscape where fantastic heroes become old friends and sinister villains inhabit every dark corner. Dare to explore things best left alone. Each book is your lantern, lighting the path to a world never before seen. So what do you say? Are you weird enough for us?
Are you
We are,
weird enough for us, Ren Garcia?
yeah, are you weird enough for us?
And I do want to say something real quick. I know
Yes,
we don't say much on this, but if any of you would like anywhere around, because we got listeners that are in much different time zones that listen to the recorded versions all over the world, but anyone that would like to do an ad spot, be a sponsor, do an ad spot on the Star Chamber show, please get a hold of us. Stephen, would you tell them how
yes.
they can do that?
Yep, you can get a hold of us through info at entertheimaginarium.com. So on the Imaginarium website, there is a Star Chamber show page directly from the Imaginarium site. But yes, at info at entertheimaginarium.com, or go to the Imaginarium website, official site, and look up the Star Chamber show page on the menu. And we got so much information on there for the convention, but it is on there as one of the menu options. And you can check out the guest form applications. So yeah, check that out for sure. And yeah, we're right on time for our guest segment of the
Yes.
evening. I know you're shocked, folks. We've done this, I think, a couple of weeks in a row. We've actually been on time. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
You'd think after 500 episodes we'd be, but hey, we're
Hell no.
always working to get better.
That would take the fun out of it.
Right. But tonight, we have the honor and the privilege to bring you a guest who is making her Star Chamber show debut. She is
Woo!
also going to be a panelist at the Imaginarium convention
Oh,
this summer. She is the author and the illustrator of the Young Dragon Adventures series, and she has been featured on USA News and Women's Insider, among others. So tonight, bringing onto the show for the very first time, the one, the only, Alyssa Davis. And Alyssa, your microphone should be on. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello, there you are.
hello.
Good to
Happy
hear from
early
you.
birthday, Ollie.
You're kind of low.
Am I
Nope.
Are
a
you?
low?
You may be far from the microphone or a
Hold on.
phone. If you're using, you might want to amp up the volume.
Mm,
I can hear pretty good on my end, but
Is
I
that
can
any
hear.
better?
That's a
Yes,
little better.
that's
Yes.
a little better. You're good. You're good. But
I just
welcome.
have a big mouth, so my voice carries. I don't even need a microphone in a huge room. But yes,
Yes, and this past weekend, yes, I actually had to find Holly in a Walmart and just followed her voice to do so.
that's all
So
you have to do. You
you
hear
don't
me
even have to
before
look
you
for
see me.
but it's great to have you on the show and welcome. And yes, it's looking forward to meeting you in person this summer. And yeah, since this is your show debut, tell the audience just a little bit about yourself and your work as a writer and illustrator.
Oh, well, I am the author of the Young Dragon Adventure series. I have 4 books out now. The fourth book just came out probably about 20 days ago. So that's wonderful. I have been writing for the last few years. I have a few online books. Sorry. I have a few online books as well, but uh, this series has been a passion for me to finally get out, and I'm really excited um, to be involved in this panelist position coming up, and I'm excited about being here tonight. And
Yeah,
sorry, it's my first podcast, but I'm really happy to be here.
Well,
no,
you picked an easy one because we are easy to talk to, and we just go with the flow and let the conversation, proceed naturally.
Mhm.
And we'll talk about anything you want to talk about. So, what was your? Tell us some of your background and why you. What inspired you? What inspired you to write children's books?
Okay, so I've always been asked where this young dragon has come from. So the truth is, the first book, The Baby Dragon That Couldn't Breathe Fire, started with a feeling of not being good enough, watching everyone else succeed, feeling like you're behind, feeling like you're different. Uh, the baby dragon that couldn't breathe fire in a dragon world, that's everything. But this story isn't really about fire, it's about identity, it's about growth, it's about discovering your power on your own. And I think that's something both kids and adults can relate to. Um, One question I actually get asked a lot is why didn't I name the young dragon? And the answer is very intentional. So, when I was a child, I didn't enjoy reading books centered around boy characters. So there was a lot of them, and it felt really overwhelming. And in dragon stories, especially, the heroes were usually male.
Right,
So I remember wishing I could see myself in those adventures, like I usually do when I read books.
right,
um, so when this story came to me, I made a decision. I didn't want to assign the dragon a gender. I didn't want to limit who could step into that role. Originally, the story started out as a coloring book. I allowed the children to design the dragon however they wanted. They could
Oh,
choose the colors, they could choose the name, they could decide who this dragon was. And when I later created the fully illustrated version, I kept that heart intact. The dragon became red and gold, strong, bold, and neutral, I felt. And I chose to simply call it the young dragon. And because I wanted every child, boy and girl, to feel like that dragon could be them. And interestingly, every other character has a name and identity. Mr. Grumblepot, for example, is a
love it.
stalwart troll with a mysterious past and a surprisingly big heart. But the dragon, I wanted the dragon to belong to the reader, and I still do.
Did you say
That
you have
is
was
cool.
that was a troll, Mr. Grumblepot?
Yes.
Oh,
Stephen loves
I
trolls.
love trolls. I have a
I
passion for
love
trolls.
dragons.
Yes.
We're gonna have to
I love
get the
wait,
book.
I love dragons too. And
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
we do.
we do love dragons here, but
So, do you
yes,
have
I'm
a
a
love of dragons? I mean, do
I
you
do,
like
yes.
watch House of Dragon and Game
Oh,
of
yes.
Thrones?
Yes, I do. I've been a
Are
big
you
fan.
watching the new one?
Yes.
The Oh my gosh, it's Dunk and Egg. They're the greatest. We are enjoying it so much.
yeah, that franchise. Yeah, I think it's definitely I'm bonding quick with those characters for sure. But yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of dragons across literature, across film, TV, things like that. Who are some of your favorite dragons of either literature or the film world? Do you
Well,
have some favorites?
I do. I loved Aragon, Saphira, the blue
Hmm.
dragon, his dragon. I absolutely loved
Yes.
her.
Yeah, a lot of hype
Uh,
about that new
yeah.
series. I've heard that
Yeah.
one is coming right down the pike. The one from Christopher Paolini. That series is coming. I want to say it's on. Who is doing it? Is it Apple that's doing
It's
that?
not. Yeah, it's one of those.
It's either
Now,
Apple
Steve,
or one of those. But yeah, it's gonna be a high production values
do you remember
TV
the
series.
name of your favorite? It's that real big one, and I can't remember the name of it in Game of Thrones. You
Oh,
love that one
that's
dragon.
my favorite in yeah, I can't, my brain is just escaping me
Crap.
right now. 'Cause well, of course, my all-time favorite some is probably Smaug, from The Hobbit.
Well,
You
of
know,
Oh, yeah.
course.
of course.
Yeah.
But but
You're
yes,
you're gonna laugh at mine.
in House of Dragon, yeah, they have that ginormous dragon that
Yeah,
the
you love him.
character that has the eye patch rides, and I love that. I love that dragon. I know he's a bad guy, but he's a he's one heck of a dragon. But
Oh, he is. He's
yeah, that's
gorgeous.
that's a fun one.
Mhm.
But yeah,
My favorite dragon, and you're gonna unless she'll probably love this, is Puff. And you may be too young to
I remember Puff.
understand Puff the Magic Dragon. Do you know who he is?
Yes.
I adore Puff. I love
Mhm.
the song. I loved the cartoon.
Mhm.
It was only on like once a year. When Puff the
Mhm.
Magic Dragon was on, we only had like three stations, four on a good day, when it wasn't cloudy and you could turn the antenna. Yeah, I'm old, but yes, Puff, he was great. And now I'm gonna go and have to find videos because I haven't seen it in so many years. And I just thought about him while we were talking about all this, but he was so near and dear. And you're right, most of the characters in these stories, they were all boys.
Mhm.
And I was very much a tomboy. I will always be a tomboy. Yeah, I will always be, that part that Stephen gets tickled with me. But yes, I love that you are, doing the gender swaps or
Mhm.
making them genderless because, well, that way everybody can enjoy.
Yes.
that's awesome. And I did, by the way, Alyssa, I did have to check it real quick because I didn't want to not give the name of the dragon, but
Well, who was
Vagar,
it?
Vagar,
Vega, that's it.
ridden
Oh,
by
yes.
Aemon Targaryen. Yeah,
That's it.
that's the one. But and yeah, there's so many dragons I've loved across the years, and Even when I was a kid, the movie Dragon Slayer had a heck of a dragon in that one. That was one of the best
So,
stop motion animation films I think I've ever
oh,
seen.
it really was.
Yeah.
It was good. But have you thought about writing maybe what's in the future? Have you thought about writing maybe a some kind of dragon story for a young adult? You know, getting
Yes,
into older kids, young adults.
yes.
You
I
have
have it in
okay,
the work. Yes, I just
okay.
haven't released it yet, but I am working on it. Hopefully, I can get it finished by maybe end of this year, beginning of next one. So
You
I'm
got any
excited
Nice.
about that.
sneaky peeks without giving away anything that you could share?
Oh, um, well, it's still going
Character,
to be about. It's a lot like this series here, but it's older. It's made for older, like like young adults.
right?
So I've just kind of aged it up, but
Hmm.
it's got the same. It's about the same storyline, but a little bit more. So there's lots of villains and lots of fighting and adventure, and yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, because this one. I mean, your covers. I'm telling you, they pop. And when I looked them
Thank
up,
you,
and
thank
they
you.
have, and I noticed that you had, your 4 books in the Young
Yes,
Dragon Adventure series, and I noticed you also have available, the coloring books are available as
yes,
far as I can tell. You have a
yes.
couple.
Nice.
You do have a couple coloring books, but yeah, they really, I mean, you really get a sense for the kind of tone of the book and feel of it with your covers. I mean, I don't know if Holly, if you could call them up, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, she's got some great a great.
Did you ever watch
Thank you.
Dragon Tales?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yes, yes. That's what gives me the feel.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, there's a
That was so
cuteness.
good.
There's a cuteness to the dragon
Yes.
on the baby dragon that couldn't breathe fire, and I was thinking,
Oh, he's
it,
adorable.
Do
it
you
fits well.
recognize the face?
It fits well. I'm
Yes.
trying, but I'm
Okay.
just gonna say it appeals to, I think, a lot of the audience that would like How to Train Your Dragon, the movies. I think it would. I think the cuteness factor would appeal to some of them. But yes, tell
And
me
the
about the face. Yeah, tell me who it is. Yeah,
Okay.
or
yes.
Do you remember a game about a certain little dragon, Spyro?
Spyro.
oh,
Yes.
I loved
Spyro's
that dragon.
adore. Yeah, me
I
too.
I played that game, like all the Spyro games throughout my childhood. That was my very first experience with dragons, is that game.
Oh,
And
wow.
yes, and I loved the look of Spyro, and it inspired me to do this book after him, like something like him.
Oh.
So
Spyro
his
was
look, yeah.
wonderful. I know
Mhm.
Stevens. He. I don't know what he was doing in the '90s. He slept through some of that. But my children, my millennial children, they
Mhm.
loved Spyro, and they played all the games, and I would play with them, and
Yes.
and yes, they. Oh, he was adorable.
that was on PlayStation, right?
Yes.
Want to say,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Yep.
I
Yep.
remember the game. I didn't play it, but I'm not so. I wasn't so immersed in my underground heavy metal world that I missed out on what they were, the games and things like that. But yes, that's cool.
I've
That is
Spyro's
always been a
cool.
awesome.
gamer. I'm a big
Nice.
gamer. Mhm.
Well, I love that's who inspired you.
Yes,
That
yes.
is so cool.
Oh yes, I used to play that game every day for my little sisters, and then we got into Legend of Zelda and stuff. But that
Oh yeah.
was, yeah, that was one of our big ones with Spyro. We loved Spyro.
Yeah,
The love of the dragon. That's neat though. That was your introduction to the cute dragon. And as I said, they all didn't have to be bad. And Chinese
no,
folklore, they're lucky, right?
or yeah,
They're
Asian
not all
dragons.
fire breathing killers and all this. They were lucky, they're still considered lucky.
Yeah,
And
the
then they found
Asian dragons are very different. Yeah, and than
what
Western
did they
dragons.
call them? I have to look here. You might you might have seen an article about them here a while back. Spent a couple years now. They found in a cave somewhere. I'm gonna have to look these up. The white dragons, the little white dragons that are in water in this one cave, a remote cave somewhere. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
Have
Oh,
you seen them? They look just like
they're like
what we would.
salamanders, aren't they? I mean,
Yes, they're
actually
salamanders, but they look like little white dragons. What we would picture a dragon to look like, that's exactly what they look like.
Hmm.
Yes,
that's true. Yes, yeah, I know they're kind of salamander. I remember that story.
they are. They
Yeah,
are.
that
Well, that's
report
what they call them.
or
But
not?
they're
Yeah,
little
report.
dragons. I don't care what
Yeah,
they say.
yeah. Well, they're definitely. I think. I mean, there's no doubt in my
Here
mind.
they are. I found them. They're
It's one.
called the Olm. I'll give
Yeah.
everybody a lesson. You'll all have a assignment
Hey,
after
you'll
tonight.
learn something on the Star
You're
Chambers.
you're
That's
going to
right.
learn something. They're called Olm, Olm, a rare pale cave dwelling salamander known as the baby dragon. It inhabits underground waterways in Central and Southeastern Europe. These blind, 12-inch long creatures are top predators in their dark aquatic ecosystems, capable of living for over 100 years and
Not bad.
surviving up to 10 years without food. There you go.
That's pretty impressive.
Wow.
That's pretty
Yes.
impressive. But I was gonna say though, I mean, one of the fun things about dragons is they, along with things like giants, vampiric creatures, and fae, are are present in pretty much every culture around the world, going back to ancient times, and cultures that never interacted with each other. They all have their own versions of dragons, or some of the other things I mentioned. And so I think there's and then there's a lot of even the Rome in the Roman era, they have historical documentation of what they called dragons, and they even rerouted legions marching paths to avoid them. So yes, I think there's a lot to the ancient stories and the things that come down from the Norse or in other cultures, and of course the Asian dragons are a bit different in nature, but I think there is something
Hmm.
to dragons in history, and there's a reason for it. I
Oh,
don't
I
think
do
it's
too. Hmm.
just
There's
people's wild imaginations.
there's
Oh, I
always some
believe, yeah.
truth.
I believe they existed during the
Hmm.
dinosaur times, honestly. I
Hmm.
mean, I
Oh,
Yep.
really think they
easily,
did. Hmm.
easily,
Hmm.
Yep.
and some of them stuck around.
Yeah.
Even with the Great Flood and all of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we just haven't. I don't know. I don't know why we haven't found more skeletons or remains, but they're out there somewhere because there's accounts of them all over the world.
Hmm. Hmm.
Not just one part. So there's something to the story, and there's truth in every lore, right? There's truth in everyone because just like you said, fairies or you know
Hmm.
trolls and whatnot, that they're
Yeah.
all over. They're
Yep.
worldwide. So
Versions of
there's
them are, yeah.
something. Yeah, yeah. And it's not this collective memory crap that they try to feed us. No, we don't collect memories. That they try to say that, but we do not. I
Uh-huh.
don't believe that. I think there is truth to every folklore, just like
Hmm.
Bigfoot. One of these days, we're gonna find something, and people are gonna be like, "Well, by God, there really was something to it,"
Well,
you know.
then you get into the fun debates about, the interdimensional aspect of possibly some of
Mhm.
these creatures, where they're not,
Yes.
not just strictly, like a terrestrial creature, but actually interdimensional. And there's a rabbit hole for you, listeners. Go down that rabbit hole, especially with Bigfoot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that talk about that, but who knows? I mean, it could apply to all these other things. But I know in the case, I'm a big, giant lore and the Nephilim lore, things like that. I'm
And
huge on.
critters. You love
And
critters.
let me tell you, there were archaeological discoveries all over the place when it comes to giants, and the Smithsonian had a nasty
Yep.
habit of whisking away the evidence in the early part of the 20th century. Go check that stuff out. But yeah, sometimes the hard evidence is let's say hidden sometimes after it's discovered. So yeah, there's reasons why possibly why
Whisk
some of the stuff.
away.
Yes,
Yes.
but
True.
I could do a whole hour discussion on that topic, but we won't do that to you. We're going to stay on dragons. Don't worry. But yeah, but
You can tell
yeah,
we're authors, publishers,
Yeah.
and this.
creatives, crazy
Yes,
creatives.
because
Yes.
you look at any of our Google search, backgrounds, histories. Oh Lord,
Hmm.
you're going to take a spin,
Yep.
especially with all my true crime obsession. Yeah,
Yep.
I know the FBI watches me. Hello, I don't care.
Yep. Yeah, I think most authors have come across like law enforcement radars when they're just just checking out,
uh
and then they see that
How to
then
hide
when they see that
bodies, how to dissolve bodies, how to
yeah,
yeah, okay.
yeah, then they see we're authors and they're like, oh yeah, another
Oh, they're
author.
just crazy people. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
crazy authors.
authors. But I think
But
it's
what
cool that
got you into? Well, I wanted to ask her about
oh,
her
go ahead.
illustration. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
How long
thank
have you been drawing? I mean, has this been like a childhood? You started then, and just loved drawing, or where did that come
Yes.
from?
I did start young. Now, my sister, my younger sister, Alex, she is amazing. Amazing. And I, I still consider myself like a beginner. But I've been really working on my illustrations and everything art. I do drawing all the time now. Uh, I've had a lot of time. I just had like a major surgery, and so
Oh,
I've had
jeez.
a lot of just had I've had a lot of time on my hands. So I'm doing better with that, and yeah, yeah, I
Did
love
that come
drawing.
did that come before your writing path, or did your writing path start before the illustrating? Which one was first?
Well, I would say my writing came first. I used to. Do you remember the reading rainbow competitions?
Yes.
I entered in several of them, and I won several of them.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations. That's
That is
awesome.
awesome.
yeah, yeah, that
How
was fun.
cool.
Yeah, that started my writing journey is the reading rainbow competitions, and yeah, that was yeah.
No,
Oh, that is
that's awesome.
neat.
Were there when it comes to the illustrating side though, what 'cause I mean it does I mean you do have looking at your covers and everything, I mean you have a definite look and
Style.
wa- yeah, was
Oh
or
yes.
style. Is there are there any like illustrators artists that were highly influential on you as on that side of things or did how did your style evolve?
Well, I love cutesy. I didn't want it to be scary. So,
Mhm.
my little nephew and I had a discussion one day about how I should draw this dragon. And he's like, "You need to make it scary." And I'm like, "I like the cute kind of version like Spyro." And I showed him a picture of Spyro and he's like, "Okay, it's cute." But he wanted me to draw like more realistic dragons. I'm like, "I am not that good." But yeah, it started by that. He decided to finally give in to my cutesy kind of look because I started writing for them. I started this book series for my nephews, and they've kind of grown up to them. So yeah, they're
Aw.
proud of me.
So you loved Lisa Frank, didn't you?
I did. My little sisters loved them more, but I did like Lisa Frank.
I
Yeah.
say yes. If you like the cutesy and
Oh
the whole
yes.
90s thing,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. I know my daughter, she loved the Lisa Frank because it had
Mhm.
all the cute animals and
Oh yes.
tigers and,
Mhm.
different kitty cats and dogs and all the
Yes.
pretty colors. And yes, Lisa Frank. That's a rabbit hole too. Take a journey down that one, the whole Lisa Frank story. But yeah, I figured that you liked that kind of artwork. Do you have like any favorite artist, or is it mainly just like
Mm.
illustration for books and different things like that? Or do you like a temporary art or Renaissance, or do you appreciate like regular art, or is it mainly just illustrations for publications and things like that? What's your passion? I mean, for that, where's it lay?
Well, the modern art, I really don't understand yet.
Mm,
Like if you if you
who
go to
I
does?
know what
like
you mean.
a,
Who
Who
does?
a
does?
Like people pay
And
millions of
nobody.
dollars for a line on a line on a little board, and they pay
Yeah,
like $1 million for it. And I don't understand that. So the
nor do I.
modern art.
Well, I have a good story there. Once somebody had their glasses, they had
Yes.
fallen or something on the floor, just a pair of eyeglasses, and it was near a wall. And everybody else in the museum were acting as if they thought it was an exhibit for this modern art
They
exhibit.
thought
Yes.
it was
They
art.
thought it was part of the exhibit.
And
Just
there were
literally
people standing around taking pictures.
taking pictures and looking at it and contemplating the eyeglasses sitting on the floor. And it was
Huh.
just somebody had left them there or dropped them,
Hey,
and they weren't
it's
part of the
all in the
exhibit.
eye of the beholder,
Yeah,
right?
they
Now,
Yes.
they
I
were all
will
so
tell
impressed
you,
with it.
well, I've got to introduce her. If you don't know her, write this down. Okay. Her
Okay.
name is Anne, Anne
Mhm.
Stokes, Stokes.
Mhm.
She is my favorite living artist. She is
Oh
out of
yes.
England. I
Mm.
have several of her prints. Stephen got me one of her print books for Christmas last year, I think it was.
And that was gorgeous.
Phenomenal.
That
I
was
have a
phenomenal book.
tarot of hers. She does a lot of dragon illustrations. Everything she
Aw,
does is fantasy. Um, they're
those are
not
the
as
best.
cute. Yeah, they're not as cutesy. I'm a closet vampire, so well, I'm pretty outed. I mean, everybody knows me. But in our bedroom, I mean, I sit here every night and look at the beautiful, lovely redheaded lady that's on top of a coffin with the
Yes,
bat.
we have an Anne Stoke print in our
Yes, that's
room. Yeah,
Anne. But she does some phenomenal dragons. I have one in our office of water dragon. Look up the water dragon.
Oh wow.
It's gorgeous. I mean, you will love her.
Mm.
So yeah, she's wonderful, and you could order her prints. They're not that expensive. I know with tariff crap, but it'll eventually go away. But right now it's hard. But
yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's one you definitely need to check into.
Oh
Yeah, I had to
yeah.
specify for you, Alyssa. I didn't want you to think that I woke up and saw another female vampire over a
Well,
coffin in
I
our
wish
bedroom
I
or
would. I
anything.
wish I would. Come
Yeah,
on. Come on
yeah,
down.
yeah. Holly's a mess, but but I don't know if I'd be too thrilled about that.
I'd be thrilled.
No, I wouldn't.
But but
Vampires, stay
but
away.
but she
Yeah.
but
Well,
but but
you
but
will
she
love her dragon art.
does do great dragon art. There's
Yeah.
one with the white dragon that really struck me that she did.
Oh, it's
That's
gorgeous.
really powerful, and yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Oh yes. I
A
And
lot of
wish
so
I was
strong
that
female.
talented. Now my younger sister, she is amazing.
yeah,
She can draw anything, anyone. I'm not that good yet, but yeah, she's
Y-
the talented
well, I
one.
wouldn't I wouldn't be too hard on yourself because your covers pop. I mean,
Thank
Yeah.
I
you.
do like your style.
Thank
And
you.
it's and I'm telling folks, if you have young ones in your world that like How to Train Your Dragon, that kind of aesthetic,
Mhm.
that kind of look,
Yeah, this would
I
be
think they
great.
would really like your books. I think they would really connect well with what the
Hmm.
kind of
Mhm.
look and vibe that I get when I look at the covers.
Thank
And
you.
and it does help when you're both the illustrator and the author, because at least you don't have to hire the illustrator, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
cover cover
Oh, I
that.
couldn't afford that. Oh, believe me, I looked into all of that, and no, I
It's a
can't.
yeah.
Yeah, we know because we have to
It's hard.
we have we commission all of our covers. And yes, folks, we do not use any AI. Just want to state that
Yeah.
out front.
No.
But yes,
No.
we
No.
commission all
No.
of our covers, and yeah, it does. Yeah, you do end up spending quite a
Oh
chunk of change
yes, you will spend a lot of
on that
money.
stuff, but it's
Mhm.
worth it, for
Oh
sure. And
yeah, there's some
we we
talented people out there.
we respect definitely have high respect for illustrators, artists, and
Mhm.
etc. But I think it's great that you do both, because
Thank you.
when you do the young adult books, I mean, you can always do sketches and
Mhm.
illustrations for that too. I mean, it might be a little
Yeah.
different style, but you could also do it for those as well.
Mhm.
But what was the idea for the coloring books? Because you do have a couple. Did you just
Yeah.
want to just make those companions for these, or
That was
what
the
was?
that was sorry, that was the original Very original way I put it out. And
Mm-hmm.
it was actually my husband's idea,
Well,
and
that's
I
cool. Good
love it.
idea. Because I
It
mean,
was,
for the age group you're going for, I mean, these are perfect. I mean,
mhm,
yeah, for sure. And you got two of them out, so
yeah,
yeah, because at least I'd seen those on your site when looking into what you do for the show,
mhm,
and I saw that they were also all available on Amazon, which is makes
yes,
it easy for folks. I know
mhm,
some people are, some people are not always fond of Amazon because they're so massive
oh, I know.
in our industry,
But
but
we're
it does make
forced
it
to.
easy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's the
does
nature
make
of
it
the
easy.
beast, right?
Yes, and it does help people find you, and it does help, people buy with confidence and
Oh, yes,
that kind of
Yeah.
thing. So it doesn't hurt. But I notice you also have these titles. I noticed in Kindle Unlimited.
yes, I
That
do.
so so
That
yeah.
was
So if
that
you
was
got that,
interesting.
so if you
Trying to get
got
Kindle.
Kindle Unlimited, you can check
Mhm,
those out. And as far as the electronic versions, but I personally would probably like to have the print versions with the kind of
Right.
with the
mhm.
illustrations that you
Well,
have.
kids need books in their hands.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, I agree.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
they've
agree.
proven now scientifically that this generation coming up is scoring. They're actually scoring less than the previous generation, and this has never happened before. They're less intelligent than the previous generation, and it's
Mhm.
because they've got electronics slapped in their hands at age
Yes,
4.
yes.
Yeah,
you
or
know
earlier.
and
Yeah.
and they're zoned out or earlier. Yeah, I mean, even in all my young grandchildren, all my granddaughters, they just have Chromebooks. They don't have any textbooks, all Chromebooks, but I have pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed reading down their throats.
Mhm.
So my 11-year-old granddaughter Raven, she is a massive reader. I mean,
Mhm.
she's just a bibliophile.
Yeah,
She just reads.
yeah. She
Mammy, I need more
consumes
books.
books.
Mammy,
Yeah.
I need more books. Yeah, and I'm always buying her books, but and the librarian at our local library know her by name. I
Mm.
had to take care of him in December because my grandson was born and he was sick, and so my daughter's in the hospital. And we went into the library and he's like, "Oh, hi, Raven." And I said, "This is great." That made me happy.
Mhm. And well, I think that these would appeal to Lily. I think
Yeah,
these
I
would.
think my granddaughter Lilith would love these. Yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah,
to. We would
we have to
definitely
pick
have
these
to
up.
get a copy for her. And I
Yeah, I
want to
think
get
she'd
the
love these.
coloring book because she's
Yes.
autistic and she will love the coloring book one because she could
Oh, she
design it
would.
to make her own.
She loves coloring books. So yeah, I
Yes,
think that'd be great. But I think it'd be
I
great to
love
get
that.
both. I think one of the books in the book series to start her out there, and
Yep,
one of the coloring books, which is
yep.
cool. Actually, I think that's how people should buy it. They should get the book
The
one
coloring
of the
books.
series, and then get the coloring book, and give both to a youngster, because that'd
Yeah,
be fun. Because as they enjoy the story in the book, they can hop over to the coloring book, and then
yeah, they
uh,
can make it
Well,
their
that's
own.
there you go.
yeah, that's it. And that's another thing. And you probably didn't even think about that. But the children that are on the spectrum, like my granddaughter, they enjoy that because then they
Mm,
can color, be a part of it, and read it because she can
mhm.
read now. So she can read and
Yep.
color and make it her own. And that is really
Hmm.
neat.
Yeah. And then as time goes on, I can definitely see. I mean, it's obvious that these characters you've created could easily be in an animated series. I mean,
Well, wouldn't that be
yeah,
Thank
fun?
you.
yeah, they
That's
could.
the ultimate goal.
Yeah,
Yes,
they have that look. From what I can see, they could easily jump into a TV show of some kind,
that'd
a
be a lot of
metallic.
fun.
Yeah, they would. So, yeah. So, what is your process like when creating these? I mean, how do you plan it out? I mean, as I'm always curious when somebody illustrates and writes. I mean,
Mhm.
how do you fuse them all together?
Yeah,
Do you?
what do you do first? Do you
Yeah.
draw the character? Do you write the character?
I, well, honestly, for Mr. Grumblepot, that's a very special character to me. It's somebody very special in my life, and I might actually just admit it now. It's my husband.
Oh,
That's awesome. That's
I wanted him to
fantastic.
be in the book, and I wanted him
that's
to
awesome.
design his character, and so we talked about it. Yeah, and he turned out to be Grumblepot the troll, and he's
Perfect. That's awesome.
mysterious and everything. Yeah, it's great.
I have a high opinion of trolls, so that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
That's fun. I
I
like
love
that.
trolls.
I
So yeah,
would
that's
make,
great.
yeah, Stephen would definitely be a troll character. He loves trolls.
Yes. But
I think that's cute.
is he is he the green figure on the cover of Curse of Tempest Isle?
Yes, he
Is that
is.
is that
Yes,
Mr.
that's the
Grumblepot?
troll. Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I was guessing that was Mr. Grumblepot. Because
See,
that's a
I
good.
love anime, and so that's how I got started with art. Is that I love anime and I love drawing anime, and so that's how my
Ooh.
people look. Anime kind of look like that.
Well, that look
What's
is
some of your
huge.
favorite animes?
Oh my. Oh, I don't know if I could limit to just one.
Maybe
Well,
a
what's
handful.
ones that you're
Maybe a few.
checking it that you're into right now?
Solo leveling. I love that one.
Okay.
Um, Overlord. Let's see. What's another big one? I love One Piece. One Piece
We
is
love One
Yes,
amazing.
Piece.
we
We love.
love One Piece.
Do you love the series? I love the series. Like the
We
new one
haven't
on
watched
Netflix. I love it.
we haven't
Mon-
watched the animated yet, but we got to. But
Mhm.
we love the what would you call it? Just
Live action.
regular, the
Live
live
action.
Live
action.
action,
Oh my
yes.
God, we are in love.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
Luffy. We love
Yes.
Yes.
Luffy.
Yeah, Monkey D.
Monkey D.
Luffy.
Luffy.
He's the best. Yeah, he reminds me of some people I know. Yeah, so it's great, but they don't stretch like he does. But just to be clear, but
That's fun. So do you enjoy reading it too? Have what
um.
are you reading in there right now?
Oh goodness. My newer book is like. Oh, what's that new book I'm reading? Like A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm actually reading that right now. The
nice.
anime. I've gone into like the Naruto series. I have like lots
Okay.
of Naruto books.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
My
watched
son
all the
loves Naruto.
animated, but it's a
Yep.
lot. Yeah, it's different in the
It is.
books. It is. It's good. Mhm.
So when you get out and about, what are yeah? Because a lot of people, some people are maybe interested in doing children's books that are listening.
Uh-huh.
Um, what are some of your things that you're doing to promote? Where are you going mainly to? I know you're coming to Imaginarium, but
Yeah.
do you like doing like I mean, are there special children's events that you do, or libraries, or where are you going to promote your books at right now?
Well, I'm going to be at the West Virginia Book Festival also in October in Charleston, West Virginia, and I'm going to be at the Imaginarium convention. Um, and
Hmm.
I plan on doing the Apple Butter Festival in Chapmanville, West Virginia. That's my hometown, and yeah,
Nice.
hmm yeah,
I
I
You're
love
love
out in
apple
Mike.
butter.
festivals.
She is out in Michael Noss
Michael Noss
territory.
territory. Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yes,
love him when you
yes,
meet him at
I know
Imaginarium.
him. Yeah.
He's our Toastmaster and just a
Hmm.
legend.
He's
Uh,
our buddy.
he's our buddy. But yeah, you'll see him for sure this
Hmm.
summer. Yeah, he's a what a rascal. But yeah, he's yeah, I can't, but yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
he's
thinking
the
that
one
right
that
off the bat.
invited me to the Imaginary
Oh,
convention.
did he?
Well,
So
there
Oh, that's
you
yeah,
awesome.
go.
uh-huh, yeah.
I did
That
not
old
realize.
nasty.
I did not know that was
I didn't
the
either. He has
connection
a
there.
slide dog. He didn't even tell us that one.
Yeah, he's crafty.
Yeah, I seen a post that he made, and I was like, I asked him, I said, about these panelist positions. I was like, is it hard to get in? He's like, no, just give him my name. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Name drop.
the secret pass. Yes.
If you are Michael Noss to recommend it, yes, you are in.
Yeah, the
That's
password.
true.
Yes, Michael Noss. Yes. Oh man,
That is
he's humongous.
fantastic.
He's really nice. Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, you need to make you need to make a character out of him in your books at
Oh
some
my
Oh
point.
yeah.
gosh, yes.
That would
With a
be
big
He
old
wants to.
beard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put
that
a
would be
He
beard
wants
on
to.
him
awesome.
like a wise old wizard.
Yeah,
I plan on doing some library readings too. I talked to the Canola library in Charleston, and I'm probably going to do a reading there.
yeah.
Cool.
So hopefully that. And I'm going to talk to some schools around me, and hopefully I
Yeah.
can get into some book readings there. I'm
Yeah, 'cause I think
excited.
this would be great for libraries and schools. These books
Oh
for
yeah, because a
sure.
lot of libraries will do like early morning reads for like the
Mhm.
preschool agers and below, and then a lot of them do it on the weekend for the ones that are going to school.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah, you have a
that's
lot.
that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a perfect idea. So yeah, it sounds like you got a building schedule though. You're just starting to do some festivals and book
Yeah.
fairs and things
Oh,
like
I'm
that.
excited.
Well, I
Anything to
do
do with
have
my
to.
books, I'm excited.
There you go.
Mm.
But I do have to ask you: is what is your writing process? Because we all have
Oh.
a thing,
Yeah,
certain music,
a
certain snacks,
process.
certain
Yeah,
drinks. What's your
certain
process when you
places.
sit down to write
Yeah.
and do your drawing?
Well, I've known the ending of this story for a long time. I dreamed about it one night, and I just kind of like filled in pieces, and I definitely had to throw my husband in there as the troll, and but I usually just sit down in my bed and write as long as I can. I work often at ARH, and so that's a full-time job there. So I write sometimes there too, and yeah, I get inspiration from everywhere. I mean, and everything. And see, my main goal is to build children's imaginations and
Mm,
teach them about everything about isolation, doubt, insecurities, and finding faith in yourself. And you don't have to be the strongest, you just have to keep trying, and that's what the dragon's doing, you know. It's it's a slow process, but the dragon decides, hey, this is going to be my destiny, and I'm going to be claiming these powers for myself, and I'm going to be this hero that's going to save the world. And I might be smaller than everybody else, and I might be, you know, not not as talented, but I'm going to keep pushing forward, and I'm going to be this hero that's going to save everything. And I love that. I love the idea for my dragon, and it inspires me too. It even inspires some adults too. They have a lot of lesson learning and things tied into it. Try to build kids' confidence.
mm.
Yeah.
So you have kind of like the underdog hero is what I'm
Yes.
kind of gleaning
Yes.
out of this.
It's
Oh,
afraid of
Stephen, you
Yeah.
love
everything.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, I love those kind of stories myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
And
It
kids
starts
that
out
think
afraid
they're
of.
different,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah. It's
Or the
afraid of
loners and
everything.
the shy ones. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
So
not
yeah.
able to do anything in the very beginning. It's born and it's small, and it's not able to breathe fire or fly or swim or anything. And it goes out in search of people that will actually help him. Like it meets an owl, and instead of telling the dragon that it's perfect, it encourages it to go after its goals. So it says, I don't know how to breathe fire, but I know how to fly, and I can teach you how to fly. And so it teaches the dragon how to fly, and it starts building its confidence up since then, and it runs into some fish, and the dragon is afraid of sinking into the water. And so this fish, they splash him, and they decide, hey, you should come and play. This is not scary. And so the dragon looks at the water, and he says, it's not that deep. Maybe I can. And so it jumps in, and it learns how to swim from these fish. And so it's just it's a wonderful book for kids. I mean,
Mm,
it doesn't start out being like the biggest baddest, and it
right.
starts out afraid, and but it really learns how to build confidence in itself and face it face its fears.
And here I was talking about Vagar from game from House of Dragons, earlier. That
Yes.
ginormous dragon, but
Mhm.
no, no, seriously though, I love that kind of character. Yeah, I always
I
love
do too.
love
It's
the
definitely
Well,
the
underdog.
because
underdog. It is the
Mhm.
underdog. It's small. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that always
Yeah.
appeals to me, always has, and it's
Well,
a
and That's the way
Yeah.
Puff was. Puff was different. He wasn't like the other dragons. He
Yeah.
was caring
Mhm.
and empathetic and just sweet. And so he was different. He was the underdog. And I think that's what drew me to him too, because I had, childhood trauma I was dealing with. And so I related to Puff. I mean,
Mhm.
he was near and dear to my heart. He really
I love
was.
Puff
And
too, and I love
yeah,
Pete,
and
and I
you
love
had
Pete's
things.
dragon. Let's not forget Pete's dragon,
Oh, Pete's dragon. Lord had mercy. Yes.
Elliot. Yeah, I loved Elliot as a kid growing up, and that was a cutesy dragon, bigger,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
Yes.
he was very bumbling. He was very awkward. He was very goofy. Uh, but
Different.
but he got he was a heroic dragon in his own way.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
mean, yes, I mean, yeah. So yeah,
That's it.
there's
The
some
heroes
precedent
can be
for it.
found in the smallest places. And that's
Yeah.
just like, that's a great message. I applaud you for sharing that message with children and letting them know just because they don't fit in with the
Mhm.
popular kids at
Mhm.
school or their preschool, if they feel different or they're shy
Yeah.
or they're back, they can be the hero of their
Yes, they can.
story,
Mhm.
Mhm.
you
And
know?
underdogs are
Be
have a
the
big
hero of
place
their
in
own
literature
story.
because let's remember who are the heroes of Lord of the Rings. It's Frodo and Sam, and they're at the end.
Right.
Yes.
And Sam is, arguably the greater hero. Even I will make that argument because he's the one that helps make sure the job gets done at the end. And but yeah, it's not necessarily the great king and warrior Aragorn or the great wizard Gandalf. I mean, they all have a part to play in that story, but ultimately, it's the hobbits that
And that's
kind of
it.
are the come
And it
through.
shows that it's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay to be different. You
or
don't have
smaller,
to fit in the box
or
that
be
everybody
yeah
wants you to fit in. You
or
don't
not
you
be the
be
strongest.
yourself.
Yeah.
Be true to yourself and be the hero of your story, and the rest of the world can just deal with it. It's
Mhm.
okay. And
Yeah.
it's okay to be like us, to be the vivid thinkers and the outside of the boxers, and
Mhm.
personality or gender wise or sexuality or whatever. Be
Yeah.
yourself, be true to
Mhm.
yourself.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
right.
that. I love that
Yeah.
you're
Mhm.
spreading that message with the children, that they can, if they want to be shy, they can be shy.
Yeah.
It's
It's okay.
okay. It's okay to be shy. It's okay to be scared, you know,
See,
Well, I
timid.
mean,
I don't write just to tell stories. I write because stories shape everybody's identities. And
mhm,
when a
True.
child sees a dragon who struggles but keeps trying, that
mhm.
sticks. And books
Yeah.
build confidence quietly. And imagination is one of the most powerful tools we can give children. I truly believe that.
Agreed.
Sure. their
Yeah,
their mind is still open too, where
Hmm.
um a
the
lot of adults close that
fire
and
the
go in that
fire
box.
dies. Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
they die
a
and it
lot of
goes in that
adults.
box,
Yeah.
except for the few of us that
For
are
us crazy
the
creatives,
curveballs, as crazy creatives that are outside that box.
Yeah.
but I've always thought
We
that
keep the
creatives.
world turning.
But I've always thought that creatives hold on to a little bit of the child inside. We all
Oh,
do.
yes.
Yeah, that little bit of spark of magic of the
Oh yeah.
childhood like wonder is part
Hmm.
of the creative world. Yeah, for creative
I
individuals.
always say if you
Yeah,
grow up, you grow old. So I'm
yeah.
never growing up. I'm always going to be
Exactly.
a kid. And
Uh
that's what I said. I sleep with a stuffed weighted axolotl and my Yoda pillow, my Groku pillow, and all these things. Steven, he just laughs at me and goes
Oh
on.
yeah.
I have a giant Olaf in here. I have
We have
Elsa
Oh.
Olaf.
dolls. I have, you know,
We have axolotl pillows. We have
along all my
Grogu.
witch stuff and my goth stuff. So yes, I'm very
Oh man,
eclectic.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff. I and then of course, we have our wonderful tuxedo cats, and that's
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
the
Uh-huh.
cute
Yes, do
fellows.
you have pets? Do you have, well, fur family? Do you have fur
Yes,
babies?
I do. I have a Chihuahua. She is
Oh,
amazing. She's 16 and full of
Wow,
life.
oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have two female cats.
Yes.
There's one is a tabby cat and one is a Cali, a
Oh,
tabby co. I think it's what's called tabby co. And yeah,
Nice.
they're both beautiful and I love them.
what's their
My
names?
Chihuahua. So my Chihuahua is Chrissy, and my cats are Persia and Freya.
Freya.
Oh, love it.
Nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Love, love. So, are
Cool.
any of your characters based off the fur babies?
In the future, yes.
Nice.
They're not out yet, but in the future they will be. Yes.
Very
Nice.
cool.
Hmm.
Very
Stephen
cool.
did that, and some of ours
Yeah.
have moved on, but they're in some stories of his.
Hmm.
Oh, they're there, and yeah. So yes, and I do plan on seeing them again one day, of course.
Hmm.
Of
But yes,
course,
but for now, yeah, I get to celebrate them in story, and
I
that's
should
they
always a
live on.
fun
say
thing to do.
that
Yes.
some of the next characters coming up in my books are going to be feline with wings.
There you go.
Big,
I
fluffy feline
yeah.
wings.
Oh,
I do have that in one of my series, but they are yeah, they're I wouldn't call them fluffy. They're so I have them in an epic fantasy series, and they're
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
very very
Mm.
ferocious. But they are steeds. They're used as steeds.
Yeah.
So yeah.
well,
No, these will not
Valcor.
be.
Well, we were talking about Valcor earlier in the chat, and Valcor, he was cute and fluffy, but he was a big dragon too. He had scales, but he had a puppy face, and you know the never-ending story. He was a great
Now
puppy
now
dragon.
the way they designed Falcor, though, I do think that the Asian dragons had a bit of influence on the way the movie version of Falcor was
Definitely,
designed.
I love Valcor
Definitely. Yeah,
so
definitely had a little
much.
bit of
Oh
that.
yes.
Not entirely, but definitely had a little touch of that to the Asian
and
dragon
and, and it helped buffer the trauma
for
of
Eastern.
Atreyu. We
Mhm.
lost
Oh
Atreyu,
yeah.
yeah, the whole
Oh, that
Atreyu is,
crushed. I think it crushed
oh
everybody with that.
Yeah.
gosh, that still hurts me.
Never-ending story though. That was a
Yes,
rough one.
I think about Artax. Yeah, that's
Artax, yeah,
but hey,
Atreyu's horse, the
just gotta,
Artax.
just gotta watch to the end. Come on, you just gotta watch to the
Well,
end.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He gets back with
Yeah.
him, and he
There's
goes.
there's a
Yeah, yeah.
It's like Narnia, when you get to
Hmm.
the last battle, the final book,
Yeah.
there's something great that happens at the end of that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't lose those characters you love at all. That's what I loved about that. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
trying to think. Yeah, they had the Narnia as far as Narnia, they didn't have a whole lot of dragon presence in that series,
Hmm.
but I love a lot of underdogs, but a lot of underdogs for sure. So, what
Yeah.
is okay? So tell us about the latest book a little bit because I know that there's obviously being the fourth book, there's spoilers,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's the new book. So tell us a little bit
Hmm.
about the latest book and give us a little picture of that one before we
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Let's see. So that one's called The Young Dragon and the Curse of Tempest Isle, and I had
Mhm.
somebody that actually mentioned the skeleton monster. That's in the fourth book. That's its very first villain that it faces. Um, the dragon faces. It's awesome. It is truly awesome. It is not too scary. I've had kids look at it and like, ooh,
But they love that. You know they do. They love the ooh.
So this book is it's darker and heavier. Um, Tempest Island is not just an island either. It's like wounded. It's a place swallowed up by storms, lightning and spitting in the sky, ice and wind tearing across jagged cliffs, shadows that feel alive. And the storm there, it's not random. It's a curse. And in the earlier books, the dragon was learning how to fly, how to trust, how to endure. And in the Tempest style, the dragon steps into responsibility. This is no longer about why can't I? It becomes if I don't step forward, who will? The
Oh yeah.
shift is everything, and the dragon is no longer the smallest in the meadow. Uh, it's just Yeah, it's an amazing storyline. I love this one. It's my favorite. It's my absolute favorite. Has the most action and adventure of all of them. Um, Queen Lyra makes her appearance. She's the Ice Queen that gives the dragon the ice power after it faces all the trials and stuff. The fourth one is definitely going to be probably a lot of people's favorites. It's really good. I'm very proud of it. Like truly proud of it.
That's
You know,
awesome.
it's hard to I think about this because I've had a children's series in my brain forever, but
Uh-huh.
it's hard to add the conflict to the story of a children's book, and you need some kind of you need some kind of conflict, right? With every story, you need that antagonist protagonist deal
Yes.
somewhere in there. And I mean, yeah, most of it's cutesy, and you soften the blow, and you don't want to go too heavy, obviously,
Uh-huh.
on young children. But I love your approach, the way you took that. So, what's some advice you would offer someone like me, in adding the conflict of the story to young readers?
Young read. Well, I tell everybody 6 to 10 for my fourth book. Up until then, about 4 to 10 would be good.
Uh-huh.
But I wouldn't really start truly before then, even though my nephews are about 4 years old. They love it. They love the villain. It is awesome. They go crazy about the skeleton villain,
Oh
and
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
it's
it's fun.
it's cursed the land, and I'm not gonna give a whole lot away, but
Yeah,
it's cursed the land, and so the dragon's gonna have to fight it, and it's like the biggest challenge yet, and it's yeah, it's exciting. It's truly exciting. I love it.
Well, as a child, I always did like some. There's a little bit of a dark edge to some characters. I mean, I did, and
yes.
yeah, for some of the things that I liked
Because some
growing
kids
up.
are just well, we used to call Raven little spooky because
Yeah.
she would scare the crap out of us, and she still loves spooky stories. But yeah, a lot of kids love that. I loved it. I mean, the
Hmm.
scarier the better. I grew up with Vincent Price, and I was reading Stephen King in middle school, and
Oh
you
yeah.
know, yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I always loved the horror, genre, and
Elements.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. I think it develops young.
Well, there's so many children's books that are just simple. They're
Hmm.
Yeah.
I love authors and all, but they make them real simple, even
Hmm.
like too simple.
Hmm.
They have some
Right.
good teaching values and things, but I like adventure. I like to bring children's
Yeah.
imaginations like to its peak. I want to build a child's imagination. I want them to be excited and honestly, worry about the dragon a little bit and like fight for it, and get encouraged and like, yeah, you did you punch that dragon, you punch that enemy,
Yeah.
that they actually get involved in it and get excited, and it's not just a simple story. I didn't want to
Right.
do that. I did not want to do a simple story,
Yeah.
even though I was argued with. They said in the beginning it was like too much, and I was like, no, it's not.
No, it's a
I'm
No.
not going to
different
do that.
time. These
Yeah.
children have been desensitized to a lot of things
Mhm.
that we would have found frightening,
Yeah.
because of social media, because of, television programs. I mean, it's thrown in their face constantly. So they are desensitized to a lot of things. So, the
Yeah.
Scooby Doo's that we watched is like, cupcakes and rainbows to them.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
they just don't phase them anymore. So
Exactly.
yes, I think adding that element really gets them involved. And
Uh huh.
guess what? That opens their mind's eye, right? That
Yeah.
gets their
Yeah.
creativity going and
Yeah.
their imagination flowing.
Yeah.
And that's our future writers.
Yep.
That's our
Yeah.
future creators. They're
Yeah.
born out of that. Um,
Exactly.
I
and
agree.
readers, that's encouraging because they're seeing this, and they're excited, and it makes them have an emotional response, and they
Yes.
feel something. So then they're going to want to read more, 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 because
Yeah.
it's a dopamine hit.
Yeah.
But they don't realize, but it's actually making them smarter. It's building
Exactly.
their brain. And
Yes.
I love that. I love it. I love your approach.
Thank
I don't
you.
hear that much from children's authors. We've never really taken this path and talked about this on the show, so I love it.
Me too,
Thank
definitely.
you. I
Yeah,
love being different.
and I want you to know I'll probably
Love it.
be getting advice from you because I also have a concept for a historically based children's book, and I'll just
Oh,
give you
okay.
one teaser. Um,
God.
our cat Albert is going to star as a Alberticus of Rome. So yes.
Oh, I love it. I
He's got this
love
in his head. We'll tell you our cats' names. They're all
it.
three Tucks. Two of them are brother and sister. The other one was a grand fur baby that I inherited, and he's naughty boy. He's very lovable, and he's my familiar, but he hates other cats. He thinks he's human. But our cats are named Prince Victoria, Queen Victoria. I'll get it out in a minute. Queen Victoria, Prince Albert, and Prince Leopold.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
So he calls
Yep.
Albert
So
Berticus
well, for the series I have, well, yeah,
for
the
the
children's books.
series.
That's just a hint of what I'm going down because yeah, there is some definite history to the integration of cats in the world
Yes.
of ancient Rome and what their role was and what and there's a lot to that historically
Yes,
Yes.
so it's
that
a
I had a lot of
teaching
We
fun.
need to do
moment
it.
So it is
We
a
need to do
teaching
it.
moment. It is a
Mhm.
teaching moment, but yes, it's
for
going to be a
children,
fun
and
one.
also will be fun and exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So
That
yeah,
sounds
so I
awesome.
want you to know that
Love it.
yeah, I'm also very yeah, definitely gonna try to do this
Yeah,
myself after doing
you can do it. You can do it.
a gazillion novels in the
Yeah, because
adult YA world.
people don't usually take the approach to children's books as they do adult books or even middle grade or young adult, as to where we have to have that conflict of story, where we have to have that emotional response. But it's very important to do that with the
Mhm.
younger children, because
I'll agree.
that's our readers, that's who we're
Yes.
Yeah,
wanting to be future, you know, readers. So
Yeah.
we're wanting to encourage that. We want to give that response and show, what reading can do. And
Exactly.
it's so much more exciting than the screen, because you're creating it in your own head. You're seeing it, you're playing it out.
Yes. Mhm.
Yes, it's a personal experience, and everybody has a different experience. Even with the same book, we all have
Yes.
different experiences and feelings toward it.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
well,
You're going to have to get some young
yes,
adults books out.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that
I
too.
can't wait to read them. I love young
Yes.
adult. I love that genre.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
absolutely.
definitely got to do that. That should be a thing. Yeah. We need to put more books out there for kids
Yeah,
to
we
open
Yeah,
do.
their
I agree.
imaginations up.
Yeah,
Agree.
especially in this
We really
climate.
do. We need to work on kids' imaginations. We need to do that.
I agree.
Even my nephews and everybody, all my family, I try to encourage them to dream big. And I even bought Hulk hands for my little nephew, and he didn't really know what Hulk was at the beginning. And I was like, put him on and smash. And then he started. I think my younger sister, she made him watch Hulk, and then he's got a whole Hulk outfit, and now he
There you go.
There you go.
he's now he's the Hulk, and he
Nice.
loves it. Then
That's
he loves
awesome.
the troll the best. He loves Mr.
Yes.
Grumblepot. That is his
Oh yeah.
favorite. And I made him a shirt that has Grumblepot on it, and he wears it every day. And he's so attached to this troll, it's insane.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I
Yeah,
do
I love
hope that this summer when we meet, we're gonna get
it.
hopefully, obviously we're
Yeah.
gonna meet you, and I hope we get to meet Mr. Grumblepot too.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Good deal. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, yeah, don't wanna, keep you on too long tonight, but I do wanna make sure before we sign off for the evening, that you do get a chance to tell folks, how to connect with you online, what your
hmm
website, whatever social media you'd like to direct people to.
I have a Facebook page. It's the Young Dragon Adventure Series. It actually has my face on it, the one that's currently on there. And all my books are available on Amazon. You can look it up either by Alyssa Davis or the Young Dragon Adventure series,
Hmm.
and they both pop up either way. And I'm really excited for all of you to check them out. It's pretty new. I think it came out like last year, and it's also on Barnes and Noble and Bam, Books a Million. Um, I love Books a Million. Barnes and Noble, I've had some issues out of Barnes and Noble, but Books a Million's awesome, and and Amazon's of course amazing. And I've asked them for every book delivered to please bubble wrap them.
Oh, I know.
Oh, good
I
luck,
feel
because I
your
tell
pain.
you,
I have begged them. I said,
we
please,
have
these
seen
books
some
mean a lot.
things. I tell you.
So I've
Yes.
asked them for all my readers to please bubble wrap or at least wrap them up really good before you ship them because I don't want them
Yeah,
damaged. So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I got restocked on some of my newest novels, and I'd ordered like 12 of them, and literally got sent 10 packages with single
Yeah.
books and packages,
Yes.
except for one that had like 3 or 4 in it, and it was the craziest
I'm
thing
like,
I've ever
what
seen
is
in my life.
this?
Yeah,
What?
Holly thought I'd lost my mind and ordered like 1,000 CDs at
I'm like,
once.
what are you doing? What are all these albums? Why are you ordering all these CD?
Yeah,
What is going on
no,
here?
that's my
And
book
I'm jumping
order.
on him. He's like,
That's
that's my books.
that's my
They
book
sent them in
order.
5
Yeah, look,
packages.
a huge pile of packages came to the door.
Yeah, they
Like,
got Steven in all kinds of trouble.
yeah, because like I've been known to buy CDs and vinyl here and there, but
Yeah.
yeah, but 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 that's awesome. But all right, well, I definitely have loved talking with you tonight. It was
I
great
have
to
too. Thank you.
get to explore your work and get to meet you a little bit, and looking forward to meeting you and Mr. Grumblepot this summer. And but yeah, thank you for being on the show. I'm going to turn it over to Holly to wrap up with you, but I really appreciate your
Yeah.
time, and was definitely honored to have you on the show as your first podcast appearance.
Yes.
Well, is there anything we have not covered that you wanted to cover?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for being a great guest. Don't be a stranger. And we
No,
will meet you in person in July. And
Yes.
we'll probably be in touch before then. I want to pick your brain on some things.
Okay. Yeah, look for the big hats. I love hats, and so I look to bling them out. So always look for a hat.
Heck yeah. Well, tell people before you get off of here where they can find you if they would like to
oh,
ask you a few questions or talk to you.
Facebook would be the easiest way. Young Dragon Adventures, and I'm also on Facebook, Alyssa Davis. And it's the same picture, so it'll be easy to find me. So remember, Young
all right.
Dragon Adventure Series.
Young Dragon Adventure Series. Yes. All right, Holly, it's your
All
time.
righty. Well, thank you and have a wonderful rest of your evening. And next week, listeners, it's our 500th episode. Woo! Surprises, shocks. I don't know. I don't know what's in store. Haven't all decided yet. You never know about me and Steven. You never know what's going to go on. So tune in for our 500th episode live if you can, and just have fun. Yeah, we'll be in the chat room. Same time, same place, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll have some call ins. We're not going to have a scheduled guest, but we're going to have some call ins. And yeah, if you want to call in, say a few words, please do. And for the rest of the week, be creative. And we will see you then or hear you then. Good night, all.